think I'm following your advice to practice for risk-taking. And hello everyone, I'm Luis from Tricon Plants. And, oh, this is my slide. So, cooperation is important and sometimes betrayal is inevitable. We all know that. During my daily job, one of the major issues that confusing me a lot is that I do have the mindset and attitude to cooperate, but sometimes the cooperation is not always that pleasing and smooth. So the real question is how to cooperate well with each other. I believe that many of you sit around may have the same questions or the same challenges. So imagine a situation when you and your friend just rob a bank, but unfortunately got caught by the police. And then you two were sent to two separate meeting rooms, like Shanghai, I don't know the other ones. And here comes a moment when the police ask each of you, did you commit that crime? And the only options you have is to choose cooperation, which is to say, no, we did not commit that crime, or to betray your friend, to say that yes, we did commit that crime. I believe that some of you may have realized that this is a classic prisoner's dilemmas. And this is a simplified model try to reflect the essence of our real world. So what's the result if you make that choices? Let's look at the matrix of all the possible outcomes based on you and your friend's choices. And if both of you choose to cooperate, then both of you will get 3 credits. But then if you choose to betray your friend, and your friend choose to cooperate, you will get 5 credits, but unfortunately your friend will get nothing. So why it is a dilemma? If you look at seriously, you will find out that the best choice for the group of you two will be this one, both to choose cooperate. But the best choice for each individual is this one and that one. So this is why it's called a dilemma. So my dear prisoners, how will you make your optimized choices? Can you make a choice? You can think in your mind. If we assume that human beings are with bounded rationalities, then how about computers? The one professor Robert Axelrod from University of Michigan did an experiment, and he appealed for many computer programs. And finally, 14 computer programs were submitted by experts like economics and psychologists. So during the whole experiment, 14 computer programs plus itself will compete with each other plus itself, and a random program, which is 16 programs. And there are 5 rounds. Each round will have 200 matches. And during each matches, there are 2 different options, which is cooperation or betrayals. Then, in total, there will be 120,000 matches with 240,000 different choices. It's a little bit complicated after I read this. So, after each matches, there will be different credits or scores given to different matches. And after that, the final one with the highest credits will be our champions, and he will be released from the prisoner. And so I will show you some example of the computer programs, and let's make a guess which one is our champion. And the first one is Donnie. Donnie, you can deem it as a person. He is a really smart and complicated person. He will calculate the possibilities of the opponents to cooperate or to betray based on the historical records. He's a smart one. Fryman is not a smart one, but he is a kind one. He will always cooperate until being betrayed, then always betrays. And tit for tat, he is also a kind one. He will always cooperate until being betrayed, but the difference is he will only betray once in return. Joss is not a kind people, he's a bad guy. And he will, the basic model is tit for tat. But plus, he will betray once per 10 matches, trying to take advantage of the other side. Can you make a guess which one is our champion at last? The champion is on this page. The smart one, or the kind one, or the bad guy?
Tit for tat.
Wow. Yes. I think James is really smart.
Just a guess.
computer programs. And our Professor Robert thinks that he has 4 characteristics that makes it become the champion, which is goodness. He never betrays first. He always tries to cooperate until being betrayed. And the second one is retaliatory, which means that he will set boundaries. And when he faced with betrayers, he will betray best. And the tolerance, he will betray once only, and to to make up for the long-term cooperations. And clarity, it is easy as possible to make the other side to try to recognize what the rules it is. So it is just a computer test. How could we learn from it? What's the benefit we could have for this computer contest? I think that there are 4, we can learn from its 4 characters. The first one is goodness. Don't be jealous and don't betray first. Always be the open-minded for cooperation. And the second one is retaliatory, to set boundaries. And the third one is tolerance, because we still remember that there's always possibilities of cooperation after betrayals. And the last one is clarity. Try to respond to both cooperation and betrayals, and make yourself as clear as possible. For me, the rules I learned from this computer test is that retaliatory, to set boundaries, because my team always have some cooperation with the OEMs. At first, they always betray at first. After we say no, to several OEMs, they finally know where our boundary is and try to cooperate after that. That's all of the lesson I learned from this computer test. Thank you, everybody.